Good morning students. Today I am going to explain the stability factor. We know we have some parameters in the transistor. Those are beta, IC, ICO and VBE. These are the factors affecting the transistor operating point. So to stable the operating point, we have to select the stability factor. So the factors affecting the operating point are beta, VBE, IC and ICO. Here beta is what is the beta? It is the current amplification factor in common emitter configuration. That is, it is the ratio of output current by input current in common emitter configuration. So it affects when we change the transistor with same configuration, but the beta value is different for same configuration of transistor or same material of the transistor. So the beta value affect the stabilization or operating point of the transistor. And VBE, when temperature increases while using the transistor, temperature will increases. If the temperature increases, automatically reverse saturation current at the collector base junction, reverse saturation current will increase. So due to reverse saturation current, what will increase? Due to reverse saturation current, IC will increase. So due to IC increase, what happening? The device if the increasing of IC leads to the temperature increases at the collector base junction. So it is a cumulative process, it increases, the process is continuous. Due to this one, the stability factor or the operating point of the transistor will change. So while choosing to fix the operating point at the active region, we have to take one factor, that is the stability factor. Stability factor. So stability factor is the ratio of change in collector current, that is IC, with respect to the change in collector base current, are also known as the reverse saturation current. So stability factor is the ratio of or change in collector current with respect to change in collector base current, that is represented with ICO, is approximately equal to DIC divided by DICO is also approximately equal to delta IC divided by delta ICO. Here IC is the collector current in common emitter configuration and ICO is the collector base current or reverse saturation current at beta and VBE constant. So stability factor is the rate of change of stability factor is defined as rate of change in collector current with respect to collector base current. So it is at beta and VBE constant. This is known as the stability factor. If we know if IC is if temperature is increases, it will increases the reverse saturation current, that is represented with ICO. If reverse saturation current increases, IC will increases. So IC will increases, it creates increase in the temperature at the collector base junction. So it is a cumulative process. It goes into saturation region. So if we are taking to draw the operating point or DC load line, we are considering IC and VCE values. If IC change, the operating point also changes, but our intention is to keep the operating point at the active region. So for that we have to keep the IC and VCE constant. For that purpose we are considering as stability factor. Here the stability factor is equal to change in IC divided by change in reverse saturation current, that is ICO. According to the collector current equation in common emitter configuration, the equation is IC equal to beta into IB plus 1 plus beta into ICO. Here the factors beta, IC, IB and ICO affect the operating point. So to keep these factors, the operating point independent of these four factors, we are considering stability factor. This is the stability factor S. So this is the equation for collector current in common emitter configuration. Now differentiating both sides with respect to IC. Differentiating both sides with respect to IC, then we will get DIC divided by DIC equal to beta into DIB divided by DIC plus 1 plus beta into DICO divided by DIC. Here DIC gets cancelled, then we are getting 1 equal to beta into DIB divided by DIC plus DICO 1 into DICO divided by DIC plus beta into DICO divided by DIC. Now take the beta into DIB to the LH side, then we are getting 1 minus beta into DIB divided by DIC equal to, take DICO common, DICO divided by DIC common, then you are getting 1 plus beta. Then you are getting 1 plus beta. Now we know the equation for DIC by DICO, that is S equal to DIC divided by DICO. Yes, so now we can write DICO by divided by DIC equal to yes 1 minus beta into DIB divided by DIC equal to, we can write DICO divided by DIC as yes, so 1 plus beta divided by yes, 1 plus beta divided by yes, 1 plus beta divided by yes. We want equation for the stability factor, so S equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta into DIB divided by DIC. So this is the equation for stability factor. This is the equation for stability factor by using common emitter configuration. Here the stability factor should be as small as possible. At that time operating point will be fixed. If the F's value is increasing, the changes of shifting of the operating point will increase. So better to take S as small as possible. S double bar or SV. S double bar or SV. It is the rate of change of collector current with respect to the change in base emitter voltage, that is VBE. It is the rate of change of collector current S double bar equal to dou IC divided by dou VBE at ICO and IB constant. At ICO and IB constant. SV, here why we are representing with SV? Here IC is rate, the change of IC with respect to VBE, emitter base voltage. That's why it is represented with SV. So SV or S double bar is the rate of change of collector current with respect to change in base emitter voltage, that is the input voltage in common emitter configuration. And another one is S bar. S bar or SV is the rate of change of collector current to change in emitter base voltage at ICO, collector base current and input current IB constant. And another one is the S double bar, or it is also represented with S beta. Here the rate of change of collector is taking with respect to the beta. So that's why we are representing stability factor with the suffix beta. So S double bar or S beta equal to change in collector current with respect to beta at IC and VBE constant. At IC and VBE constant. So these are the stability factors of transistor in common emitter configuration. Good morning students. In this video I am going to explain the methods of biasing. We know what is biasing. To provide proper resistances and voltages to the circuit is known as the biasing. Here we have different types of biasing techniques. One is fixed bias. And second one is collector to base bias. And third one is the self bias. It is also known as voltage divider bias. Voltage divider bias. Now let us see the explanation of one by one. First one is fixed bias. Fixed bias. Here in fixed bias circuit we are taking common emitter configuration and NPN transistor. The base resistor RB is connected between supply voltage and base of the terminal. Base of the terminal. So RB, base resistor is represented with RB. It is connected between supply voltage VCC and base of the transistor. And input is connected to the base of the transistor through a coupling capacitor. Here what is the use of coupling capacitor? We know the function of capacitor. It allows AC and blocks DC. If it allows AC, if we does not use this coupling capacitor, what happened? We are fixing the operating point for the DC biasing. At that time, that means we are using DC voltages. If Vin allows, Vin brings DC voltages, at that biasing operating point will change. So if you use the coupling capacitor at the input of the transistor, it will blocks the DC and it allows only AC. So it avoids the shifting of the operating point due to input signal. Okay, that's why we are using here coupling capacitor CC, and the resistor is connected between supply voltage VCC and base of the transistor. That's why the resistor is known as the base resistor. And we are taking output across the collector resistor, that is represented with RC. And this is the output represented with V0. And here emitter, we know this one is the emitter, base and collector. Emitter is in this circuit, emitter is connected to ground. Okay, the voltage between base and emitter is called VBE. For germanium transistor, VBE is 0.3 volts, and for silicon transistor, VBE is 0.7 volts. And the voltage between collector and emitter is known as VCE. So this is the circuit diagram for the fixed bias circuit. Now apply loop equation or write the loop equation for this circuit. We are getting, that means write loop equation at the base circuit. Then we are getting VCC equal to, there is a current in RB resistor, the current flow is IB, and in RC resistor the current flow is IC plus IB. IC plus, applying KVL at the base circuit. Apply KVL at base circuit. We are getting VCC equal to IB into RB plus VBE. From this equation, we are getting IB into RB equal to VCC minus VBE. Here we want IB, so IB equal to VCC minus VBE divided by RB. So here IB is the independent of IC. So IB does not depend on IC. So at that time DIB by DIC will becomes 0. We know the equation for stability factor. We know equation for stability factor. That is S equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta into DIB by DIC. Now substitute the value of DIB by DIC in this equation. Then we are getting 1 by beta divided by 1 minus beta into 0. So finally we are getting S equal to 1 plus beta. This is the stability factor in fixed bias circuit. We know beta is a large quantity. It is the current amplification factor in common emitter configuration. So the range of beta will be 20 to 200. So beta is a large quantity. At that time the stability factor will also, we are also get large. So at the starting we said the stability factor should be as small as possible. So here beta value is high, stability factor is also high. So in this circuit, by this circuit we are getting very less or poor stability factor. So in the many of the applications we are not considering fixed bias. The advantages of this circuit is it requires very less components, only XS1 is RB resistor and circuit is very simple. But the disadvantages of this circuit is it is not able to use in the circuits because it has high stability factor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.